All right, so can someone explain to the Keebler elf exactly what perjury means?
I'm the librarian, and I came to read.
Bam, 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 bitch. I know that I'm currently looking like a middle-aged, I don't know, soccer mom. Am I giving you mother from a sitcom tease? I'm giving you very much so white mother who's attending a PTA meeting in the fall type of tease with this ensemble that I have pulled together. But let me tell you something. It's getting a little bit chilly. And with my Floridian ass, okay, chilly to me means anything underneath 75. So I'm over here, yes ma'am, I'm over here putting on some coats and I'm over here putting on some jackets because you hoes will not catch my dark ass skin out here, you know, giving you Icebox by Omarion type of tease. I'm not doing it, bitch. I don't know if maybe you thought because my chin was shaped like this and I'm supposed to give you some type of Frozone type of tease. Not happening. I know Incredibles 2 is about to come out in 2019 or some shit, but let me tell you something, I do not fuck around with the coat. Before we get into her, y'all already know you need to check out fortheculturepodcast.com. The newest episode is still up there and you guys are continuing to listen to it and really pushing For The Culture Podcast forward, and I'm really happy about it. Also, make sure that you go on over to patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Get your life with extra and early content. Okay, let's hop right into it. Okay, first of all, I need to tell you hoes that Beyoncé came out here. Oh, bam, where's my props? Beyoncé came to the title concert, honey. Let me show you some pictures for reference. Okay, because she showed up on that red carpet looking sickening, girl. Anyway, back to me, there we go. Okay, Beyoncé came out here giving you hoes very much so a high ponytail in the back, bitch. You know what I mean? And she gave you a green ensemble. She gave you a green number, bitch. Now, bitch, I don't have no blonde wigs, bitch, and this one is tattered and battered like my motherfucking masculinity. But, honey, Beyoncé came in here to slay the motherfucking game, and she was holding some money, bitch. You know, I don't have too much of that laying around. Sweet, I don't have a lot of money, bitch. But let me see if I can find it. Yes, ma'am, I found a penny, bitch. She was holding a money motherfucking, what is it, a clutch? And she was also, imagine that this is a $100 bill clutch, because, I mean, she wasn't holding a penny clutch, she was holding a $100 bill clutch. She was holding very much so a $100 bill clutch. She gave you a green ensemble, bitch, with a high ponytail, girl, pretending she was up. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. She look good as hell. Let me show you the picture again. She looks like a mother. She sure does. She sure the fuck does. And I was here for every moment of it. You hear the fuck I'm saying? I need me a $100 bill clutch, honey. I think that was $5,000 that she was holding, girl. Bitch, I mean, she needs to go ahead and sell that clutch and pay some of my student loan debt. Just walk me down, sweetheart, because I can't deal with it. I can't, but she looked good as hell. I woke up, I said, girl, is this really Beyoncé over here just stepping on my neck and my edges? Girl, you should have performed. You should have performed. I ain't gonna be too mad at you for that. But you look good, honey. You sure did. You sure did. Y'all know I love the queen of the Recording Industry Association of America. Y'all know I love the queen, but let's move on to a different queen. Miss Keisha said, hey sis, I'm marrying Gucci Mane. I think I was keeping up with it from the rehearsal when they were in all red. It was really cute. I loved everything. I loved all the gifts and shit that I'll never in my life be able to attain. It's Miss Rolls Royce. Well, I don't know. Somebody bought somebody an expensive ass car, bitch, that was probably 10 times the amount of my student loan debt. You know what I mean? Giving me all types of super rich teas, and I was here for it. I think the actual wedding, they were walking around in all white. We saw Big Sean and them. We saw 2 Chainz and them coming in. It was like a whole like black ass family reunion. I was here for it. I'm happy to see black love, y'all. Y'all know I love black love. Y'all know I'm here for it. But what I'm not here for are these ain't shit ass men. And some of you women out there too, but it's most of the ain't shit ass men who we're talking about. Well, Keisha, you know, she stood by her man. She stood by Gucci Mane, and that's why she a down ass. Okay, let's cancel it right here. Let's break it down right here. If it is true that Jay-Z ended up cheating on Beyoncé, that's Beyoncé's decision to stay with his ass, okay? You know, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union got their bullshit going on. That's their decision to stay the motherfucking together, okay? Keisha decided to stay with motherfucking Gucci Mane ass. That is her decision to stay. Now, I don't understand why y'all measure women based off of how much bullshit they're able to take from men. A lot of you men measure women based off of the amount of times they're willing to withstand being stepped on like a fucking doormat, and I'm not understanding that type of rubric. I'm not understanding that grading system. You know, you're treating women as a punching bag, and you're literally awarding women for staying through the bullshit, for staying through the punches, for staying through the emotional instability, for staying through Gucci Mane's cheating ass, for staying through his mental probably instability from all them fucking drugs he was taking beforehand, for staying through his ass going to prison for doing doing dumbass shit. You're awarding someone, you're giving someone tokens like like it's Sonic the Hedgehog or some type of shit. No, Crash Bandicoot type of tease. You're giving them fucking tokens, power-up, stamina power-ups, energy boosters, like we're playing some type of video game because they stayed through some type of trauma. Now, what that does, not only does it put all of the expectation of emotional labor onto women, but it also allows men to shirk away from their responsibility to be decent fucking human beings. I'm not sure how difficult it is to simply be like, hey, she's a human being, I'm a human being, I wouldn't like that shit done to me, so let me not do it. I mean, I don't understand. Instead, you're giving out awards for women who can, let's see who can take the most abuse and still stay in the relationship, girl. Okay, I don't want, what I'm saying is if you choose to do it, if you choose not to, that's your decision. That's what I'm saying. If you choose to say, hey, let's work on this shit, let's work on the fact that your ass is over here abusing drugs and going to jail, let's work on it, that's your prerogative. If you decide that's what you want to do, sis, that's fine. But for the other girls who say, bitch, I've worked on myself enough, I've worked on myself for too long, I've worked through my own trauma enough, I don't need to be in a relationship that brings me more emotional trauma and that brings me devastation, so I'm going to leave. That's also her prerogative as well. So let's not devalue the woman who decided that enough is enough just because you see the Keishas and the Beyoncés going through their shit and staying with their man. That's their motherfucking business. And as I said, I love B, I love her to death, but girl, that was her prerogative. That was her prerogative. I would never look at Beyonce and say, oh, well, mom, you know, in regards to my own mother saying, oh, well, mom, since Beyonce stood through all that shit, you got to say, no, ma'am. Divorce his ugly ass and keep it moving. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, so y'all watch this, okay? Because this protester came up to Jerry Jones' old geriatric built ass and had some words to say to his ass. Listen to this shit.
White supremacy, and you want to treat them like $40 million slaves. Gladiators who are well paid to beat each other's brains out, but have to keep their mouths shut when talking about injustice. Look at the videos of the police getting away with murder and tell me that the players are wrong to protest it and that they have no rights to do that. People need to take a knee against white supremacy, and people need to stand up against you and your buddy Donald Trump and drive his whole regime out. And it begins November 4th.
Okay, do you hear the words that were chosen to drag his ass, his life alerting ass to the mud? Do you hear what he said? He said, girl, you view them as $1 million slaves. You paying them to run into each other's brains and shit, but you can't stand when they stand up for their own motherfucking rights. Now, the reason why he did this was because Jerry Jones said, well, girl, I reserve the right to drag you hoes through the filth and fire you bitches if you guys decide to kneel during the national anthem. And this protester was not having it. He's like, girl, I mean, the amount of shit that y'all put them through, at least let them stand up for their own lives, for the lives of their brothers and sisters who are out there getting killed in the goddamn streets. He said, look at the footage of police getting away with murder and let me know why there's such a problem, girl, with these people simply peacefully protesting, saying, girl, I am not here for this, okay? And even Tommy Loren literally went on to Fox, as if we haven't been saying this shit over and over. She said, I don't understand the reason why they're protesting. Girl, we went over that, girl. We said police brutality, we're dying in the motherfucking streets, and we need answers, and we need for police officers to be held accountable, and we need to be treated like citizens, tax-paying citizens, instead of the thugs that y'all like to brand us to be. That's the reason why we're motherfucking kneeling. And then she went on to ask another dumbass question that has already been answered multiple times. She said, well, I would like to know what would get them to stand up. Girl, once we start feeling like we got equal rights out this bitch, okay? And then we will stand the fuck up, okay? But other than that, you gonna accept my ass kneeling down. You lucky if I don't sit my ass down, especially that racist ass third stanza of this motherfucker. So I'm not understanding, and people have such a problem. Why do you do it now? Why do you do it to our flag? Bitch, we're doing it for this very reason, for your ass to talk about it. Because if I protest in my own home, you ain't gonna hear about it. If I protest and sit my ass down and write a cute jingle about it and keep it in my diary and shit, you won't hear about it. I'm going to protest in a way that will start national conversation. That was Colin Kaepernick's goal, and that's exactly what he's getting right now, okay? Because we're talking about it. Keep that in mind, Tommy Loren, with your empty-headed Bratz doll-built ass, and don't open your mouth again, because I'm gonna be on your ass. Y'all seen this story, but it really baffles me, okay? Well, before we even get started to the story, we're gonna talk about the fact that here comes Trump. Here comes Donald Daffy Duck Trump. Here comes Donald Trump. over here, instead of focusing on the thing that he was supposed to be doing, which is supposed to be offering, you know, condolences to family members or soldiers who have been killed in action, instead of doing that, here comes his focus on Obama yet again, talking about, oh, well, girl, Obama did none of this shit. He never did none of the shit that I'm doing. I'm out here doing the damn thing because I'm that girl. He really thought that he was gonna give us that type of lie without it being fact checked. And then, you know, the reporters were on his ass like white on privilege. Let's go ahead and clean that up. And they were just like, girl, where are you getting this information from, Sid? And then Donald Trump gonna talk about, well, I was told that Obama didn't, you know, reach out and call everybody and do what he was supposed to do, call the, you know, family members of the soldiers and shit like that who have been killed in action. I was like, okay, sis, that was bad and not too bad, but here comes his ass again. Here comes his whoopee cushion shaped head ass, because every time he sits down, it ain't nothing but flatulence. Girl, let me tell you what he said. So Sergeant David Johnson was killed in action. I mean, he was on the phone talking about he knew what he signed up for, but it still hurts, I guess. I mean, Donald Trump, do you really think that people sign up to die? I'm not getting the correlation. Like, do you think that people sign up for the army in order to die? People signed up to serve. They didn't sign to die. Now they know that dying is a risk. They know that, you know, they may lose their life, but they signed up in order to defend what, you know, the country that they love, and they signed up to serve and protect the people, you know, back home. So I'm not understanding what he knew what he signed up for, and what type of rhetoric, what type of language is that for any type of leader? I'm not just talking about the president, but any type of leader. To you, I mean, every day you wake up, it's a new motherfucking story. No one who lost their family member, no one who watched their family member go off into war or go off into battle, go off into assignments, ever wants to, you know, first of all, hear the fact that their family member passed away, but also hear the president of the country that this person went off to defend talk about their fallen in that type of way, in that type of manner. The type of things that this administration is allowed to get away with, it really baffles me to think about, you know, if Obama had done even 1/100th of the things that is going on in the White House today, but they would have been dragged from here to Pluto. Let me tell you now, bitch, I'm talking about astronomical T's, okay? You know, it really doesn't make any sense, because from all the voices that Donald Trump's Ursula-built ass has stolen, he still has yet to master using his own in a way that makes sense. And it's really disappointing, it's disheartening, and it's very embarrassing as a country who's on the world stage to have a president, a commander-in-chief, who treats his fallen veterans like this. It makes no goddamn sense. It makes no sense, and I'm very tired of it. But you want to know what also doesn't make any goddamn sense? The Keebler elf. The Keebler elf is out here, you know, just tap dancing on these committees, and there was a hearing today for Mr. Sessions. Let's read what we got essentially from it. What we got essentially from it is that, girl, he has no liberty to answer the questions. And we also saw that Sessions admitted that he discussed Trump's Russia policy during a 2016 meeting with a Russian ambassador. This is something that he previously denied under oath. So it's just falling to hell. The house of cards is coming down, bitch, and all it took was a little push. And I'm hoping that these committees go from to a big ass industrial fan and blow the shit away, okay? Because I'm sick and tired of seeing these bitches spin around in their desk chairs doing nothing but degrading everything. And every piece of progress that we've made, every step forward that we've done, literally there's nothing left on the agenda for them to do except tear it down. I mean, you should have seen Sessions, you know, the Green Goblin from Spider-Man built as just, I mean, I'm talking about, Sessions is built like a Minotaur, okay? And you should have seen his ass shaking over it, shaking in his boots, like giving us a sly little laugh like he has to pass gas or some shit. Like, girl, none of this shit is funny. Like, kicking your asshole, okay? Because the way that your ass is twirling around, bitch, you're giving me diarrhea of the mouth, and I'm hoping that we have some type of toilet tissue to help your ass out, because nobody should be subject to hearing the bullshit that's coming out your goddamn mouth, okay? I'm hoping that we have some type of wet wipes to help clear up the diarrhea that you've allowed to spill from your mouth. It's really disgusting. You need to take your weebles, wobble, but they don't fall down, built ass, along somewhere before they indict your ass on contempt of fucking Congress and drag your ass for collusion, okay? Because the walls are closing in on your ass, and just the way that you were acting in that interview, I could tell that even you knew that. So you need to be vigilant, sis, because they're coming for that net. So this is something really quickly, but on Twitter today, it kind of trended that Melania had a body double in for her right next to Donald Trump, and it kind of seemed like that was the case, honestly, because, I mean, but you never know with these clowns, you never know, because that, I mean, the way that this administration is going, having a body double stand in for the First Lady of the United States is not something that is far-fetched at this point. So, I mean, people took it and they ran. And at first I believed it too, because I was like, oh my gosh, this woman, it looked like, I don't know, it looked like she was wearing a plastic nose underneath those tired ass shades. You know, I'm gonna show you a picture here. So I was like, girl, something seems a little bit fishy, you know what I mean? It was later revealed that no, it is not a body double, but girl, I would not put that too far past this administration, okay? The only thing that I'm putting far past this administration is them reaching for some type of logic and IQ points. Everything else is fair game. Okay, so I did think that the body double was there. Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but it was proven wrong that this was not the case. But I would suggest that maybe Melania don't wear these glasses again, because it's giving me very much so Dr. Draken type of tease, you feel me, from Kim Possible. And I'm not really featuring it. I'm not featuring this whole family in general. So since we're talking about body doubles and replacing and shit like that, what I'm hoping is that they not only do that for Melania, but they just go ahead and just replace the whole motherfucking cabinet and administration, okay? Trump is shaped like a rotisserie, and the fires are only getting hotter. Have a good goddamn evening.